It's meditation time. Hey guys, how you doing today? Happy January 27th. Happy 22nd birthday to my firstborn. Ooh, ooh. Happy birthday, Jay. Mommy loves you so much. I'm so glad to have you guys here to celebrate with us. We are having a great day. I am just going to jump right in, guys. I'm here to bring you your daily meditations for January 27th, which is Wednesday. So let's start with our normal just for today by Narcotics Anonymous. If you have this book, take it out, read along with me. I absolutely love when we do that. And we're going to go over to January 27th, Learning How to Live Again. We may or we may not have been taught right from wrong and other basics of life as children. No matter by the time we found recovery, most of us had only the vaguest idea how to live. Our isolation from the rest of society had caused us to ignore basic human responsibilities and develop bizarre survival skills to cope with the world we live in. Some of us did not know how to tell the truth. Others were so frank that we wounded everybody we talked to. Some of us couldn't cope with the simplest of personal problems, while others attempted solving the problems of the whole world. Some of us never got angry, even when receiving unfair treatment. Others busily lodged complaints against everyone and everything. Whatever our problems, no matter how extreme, we all have a chance in Narcotics Anonymous to learn how to live a new life. A new. It just says a new. I don't know. Perhaps we need to learn kindness and how to care about others. Perhaps we need to accept personal responsibilities. Or maybe we need to overcome fear and take some risks. We can be certain of one thing. Each day, simply by living life, we'll learn something new. Just for today, I know more about how to live than I did yesterday, but not as much as I'll know tomorrow. Today, I'll learn something new. Yes, I love that. That's very positive, and that's very true. It reminds me, I can remember my first rehab that I ever went inpatient in, and I've only been in two my whole life. The first one was for 8 months, the second one was only for 60 days. But I'm talking about the first one that I was there for 8 months. It was a women and children's program, and it really focused on having you start off at the very basic low level. And I think I talked about this in other meditation videos, and taught girls how to do everything as if they were a teenager learning how to live. And at the time, it was very annoying to me, I want to say, which was terrible of me. Like, I wasn't understanding to their situation at all. Because I had already had experience with life. I had kids, I had my own house, and I knew how to do all that stuff, but I didn't realize that people don't know. People don't know how to conduct themselves on a job interview. People don't know how to pick up the phone and call the light company to discuss a bill discrepancy. People don't know how to do that. They don't feel comfortable doing that. They were never taught. So there are a lot of programs that start you off at the very lowest tier and work you up so that you learn basic life necessities and skills. Um, and I think that's really great. So, I mean, even me, I'm not the smart, like, I'm not trying to come off as if I know everything in the world. Nobody does. Everybody learns something new every day. And I love that. I'm constantly researching and looking up new things to learn and new things to read. There's a lot that I don't know in this world and a lot that I'm surprised by. And I myself love to learn something new every day. I love doing the research. I love learning about things and discussing them with other people. It's great and it builds character. And you have something to talk about when you meet new people. You don't want to come across as like you're an idiot. You know what I mean? And you don't know anything at all. So that was a good one. Now we're going to bounce over to The Language of Letting Go by Melanie Beattie. And we're going to go to, once again, January 27th. Let me just flip back and forth. Here we go. Needing people. Oof. We can find the balance between needing people too much and not letting ourselves need anyone at all. Many of us have unmet dependency needs lingering from the past. While we want others to fulfill our desire to be loved unconditionally, we may have chosen people who cannot or will not be there for us. Some of us are so needy from not being loved that we drive people away by needing them too much. Some of us go to the other extreme. We may have become used to people not being there for us, so we push them away. We fight off our feelings of neediness and becoming overly independent, not allowing ourselves to need anyone. Some of us won't let people be there for us. Either way, we are living out unfinished business. We deserve better. When we change, our circumstances will also change. If we are too needy, we respond to that by accepting the needy part of us. We let ourselves heal from the pain of past needs going unmet. We stop telling ourselves that we're unlovable because we hadn't been loved the way we wanted and needed. If we have shut off the part of us that needs people, we become willing to open up, be vulnerable, and let ourselves be loved. We let others have needs. We will get the love we need and desire when we begin to believe we're lovable and when we allow that to happen. Today, I will strive for the balance between being too needy and not allowing myself to need people. I will let myself receive the love that is there for me. Wow. Okay, guys. This is something that I for sure struggle with. I am the type of person who doesn't need anybody, or so I think. Um, and, that just comes from having to become independent at an early age. And I had my first son at 16 years old, and I moved out, got a job, and have been that way ever since. So, and every time that I have tried to share the task with somebody of meeting my needs, they don't get met the way that I would want them to get met, or it's just easier for me to do what I have to do myself. And I'm not that kind of person to, be clingy or needy or none of that. Like, leave me alone. I'm independent. I could do my own shit. And, we'll meet up later. I'll check you out later. I don't understand those kind of girls who are clingy and need that man around them all the time. But they have different experiences and trauma in their life that created them to be that way. Just like I have, that created me to be this way. So it all goes back to working through your past situations. And something I try to keep in mind all the time. I've heard that quote, like, how are you ever going to find the right one if you don't allow anybody in? You're never going to find you're going to pass, that person's going to pass you right by because you're not giving nobody a chance. So I try to keep that in mind. It's hard though. I struggle big time. I have like zero interest in, especially now at this point in my life, that I embarked on this journey of trying to better myself all the way around. Like, I really don't have time for dealing with a relationship right now. I really don't have the desire to. Maybe, in another year or so, when I have more settled and my goals are met more and I could kind of move on to something and have time for that. I don't know how I'll feel then. But I struggle with that big time for sure. So, we all have our own little struggles and quirks and insecurities. We just got to be aware of them and work through them healthy. And that's what I'm here for, guys. Click on my channel, listen to me bullshit and talk. Comment below what you related to here in this video. Let's have a healthy conversation. I want this to be a safe space. I want this to be a nice community where we can all get together and really work through some things that you feel comfortable speaking about. You never know what you're going to write that could help somebody else, including me. I'm right there with you guys. I'm nobody. I'm starting from the ground up. So we're all in this together. Let's help each other. Let's love each other. Let's uplift each other and bring some positivity into this world of negativity. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Today's a good day for a good day. Happy birthday to my baby, and I will see you guys tomorrow.